Welcome to the Disney Parks Podcast with your hosts, Tony Casanova from DisneyByTheNumbers.com and Parkhopper John from WDWParkhoppers.com. Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the podcast at all times. And get ready for the Disney Parks Podcast. And now, the Disney Parks Podcast Infotainment segment.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your king. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Disney Parks Podcast. My name is Parkhopper John, and I come to you from WDWParkhoppers.com. Joining me, as always, he's my co-hostess with the mostest. He's on the other side of the internet. Let's give him a big hand, everybody, for Mr. Tony Casanova from DisneyByTheNumbers.com. How you doing, pal?
Jingle bell, jingle bam.
Jingle bell, jingle bam. Yeah, we're gonna go see that tomorrow night, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, should be cool.
Yeah, Parkhopper Sid has not seen it.
Ooh.
She's very excited. We're going to go do that. We're going to go hang out at Disney Springs, maybe have an adult libation, and then we're going to head on over to the Hollywood of Studios, and we're going to check it out. So it's going to be kind of cool.
You know, they have adult drinks over at the studios, too, you know.
Yes, but my wife and I have both fallen in love with Art Smiths, so
Oh, boy.
we don't have a choice. So I'm very excited.
Boy.
It's going to be fun. Well, hey, this is a great show. I'm glad that you're here. This is our infotainment show. This is where we normally talk about different things from, we have guest interviews, celebrity interviews. We talk about different things. We do a lot of top 10 lists of stuff, but today is one of my favorite shows because this is our yearly holiday/Christmas gift guide. Now, there's some of the items on this list are not even available until this show actually airs, which I think is going to air on Friday.
Right.
The 15th, 16th, something like
16?
that?
16.
Yeah, so some of these items actually don't even come out on the 16th, basically because they're Star Wars. But there's still time. And most of these items are going to be on Amazon, available from Amazon. And are we going to make this list available online?
Sure. We can turn it into a PDF and put it online.
And you can download it, and we could make that happen. And we're going to get started. Why don't you go ahead and take the first one since you kind of know a little bit more about it than I do.
I wrote a book called Disney by the Numbers, which you can get from Amazon, obviously. Go to Amazon.com, search for Disney by the Numbers. It's $14.95 plus whatever shipping. And it's all facts about Walt Disney World and a little bit extra thrown in there for fun. So go check it out, write a review, rate it, review it, buy it, share it with your friends. It's a great book to take to the park, and when you're standing in a queue line, you can start playing trivia with your friends and the people around you.
That's right. And next on the list is a book that I co-wrote with a couple of friends of mine. It is the Disney Bucket List, 100 Ways to Experience the Magic of the Magic Kingdom. It is available on Amazon for $14.95, but if you wanted to go to WDWParkhoppers.com, click on the button that says Disney Bucket List. You can order it there. And I can autograph it for you. I believe that if you went to the Disney by the Numbers website as well, you can probably order it there, and Tony will put his autograph there. It's not any more or any less, I don't think, than Amazon, but at least you get the autograph of one of us, and you can track us down and get the book signed. Basically, the Disney Bucket List is exactly what it is. It's 100 different things that you can do in the park. Some of them are really, really easy, like say hello to a Streetmosphere character, like the Mayor of Main Street, USA. Some of them are a little bit more difficult, like spend the night in Cinderella Castle. Little things that you have to be like a rock star or filthy rich to be able to do.
Does it count if you've been in the room but not slept in the bed?
Hey, it's your interpretation. If it looks like it's a checked off Disney bucket list item, then it's a Disney bucket list item that you've checked off.
Because I've been in the room, I just haven't slept in the bed.
You haven't slept in the bed?
Yeah.
Well, that might not be a bad thing. So yeah, check that out. You can always check it out and like it on Amazon, and then you can purchase it if you'd like to.
Yep, sounds good. All right, next up is another book. It's called The Art and Flair of Mary Blair, and I love the way that rhymes. For more than a dozen years, this soft-spoken, unassuming woman dominated Disney design at the Walt Disney Studios with a joyful and creative, exuberant color palette that stamped the look of the many Disney animated features, including Cinderella, Peter Pan, and favorite theme park attractions, most notably, It's a Small World.
After all.
Exactly.
Yeah. Sorry, I couldn't
Originally
resist.
created for the 1964 World's Fair, were also among her designs. Now the story behind one of Walt's favorite artists is celebrated in this delightful volume of whimsical, insightful commentary. I think there's another Mary Blair book coming out as well. This book right now is $31.65 on Amazon, and I believe there's other versions of this too. So, but this one is called The Art and Flair of Mary Blair. It's a good book.
Excellent.
Yep.
Yeah, excellent. And then didn't you say that you were making a commitment to buying a book a month next year so you can increase your library?
Yep. In 2017, I am buying a book a month, just because I found that I like them. A, I like collecting them, and B, I find them very interesting. There's a lot of good art and stories and things in the books that I really kind of dig. So,
excellent. Well, the next thing is, I believe it's a DVD collection. It's the Walt Disney Film Archives, the animated movies from 1921 until 1968. So that encompasses several years, several amazing creators and animators and all that good stuff. And that is running for, I think, $152.50 out on Amazon, and it's one of the most celebrating one of the most creative minds of the 20th century, Mr. Walt Disney, who created a unique and unrivaled imaginative universe. It's like many of the classics of the cinema. His astonishing collection of animated cartoons revolutionized storytelling on the big screen and still enchant crowds to this day across geographies and generations, as the book says. Not the book, but the liner notes. So this is something I think would probably be a must-have for any true Disney fan. And a lot of times we collect these things, like we buy different collections here and there. This one pretty much does everything in one fell swoop. Yeah. It's $152, but if you're a Disney fan, it's one of those things you got to have.
Right. The next item is not a book. It is the Disney Pixar Oval Slow Cooker. So this is a pretty large. It's a 7-quart. It's black, and then it's got little cartoonish characters of all the kind of different Pixar characters, Monsters and Mike and the Incredibles and Woody and Buzz and the Pixar Ball and all that kind of stuff. Kind of cute if you're looking for something that's not that you can't read, but you want to eat out of.
Homeware.
Yeah, homeware. Yeah, a little jazz up your kitchen.
That's right. Mickey-fy it.
Yeah,
so to speak.
Right.
So to speak.
Yep, it's got cool touch side handles, adjustable temperature dial to low, high, and warm, and then the lovely non-skid rubber feet.
Wow.
Yep. There's also, besides this Pixar one, there is also a Mickey one, too. So if you're not into Pixar, go check out the Mickey one. This one's $35. The Mickey one may be a little bit different.
Right. Go check that out. Next up is our Walt Disney Animation Studios short film collection. Now, that's a Blu-ray for $59.99. That includes the following shorts. So some of these you might know, some of these you might not. John Henry, Lorenzo, The Little Match Girl, How to Hook Up Your Home Theater, which is one of my personal favorites. It's a goofy. Yeah, it's a goofy. It used to play. Gosh, I think
I own that.
Play. Do you?
Yeah.
It used to play in the when you go to the resorts and they have the cartoons.
Yes.
It used to play all the time at the Pop Century, and I would go to the Pop Century just hang out because I just So anyway, Tick Tock Tale, Prep and Landing, Operation Secret Santa, The Ballad of Nessie, Tangled Ever After, Paperman, one of my favorite Disney shorts. Get a Horse, the one we saw at D23, yep. The 3D Correct. Thing was amazing. Feast, featuring the Hungry Dog, Frozen Forever, and you also get the Disney animation and inside look at the process of developing and producing a short hosted by actor T.J. Miller, who was the voice of Fred from Big Hero 6.
Yeah, very cool. There's a lot of good shorts in there. I have a lot of I think I have the 2 Pixar animated short collections.
We do too.
Yeah. So, next item up is the Walt Disney Records The Legacy Collection. This specific one that I'm going to talk about is The Lady and the Tramp for $14.99. But I will tell you this. There's one for almost every single animated classic film. Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, Mary Poppins, Pinocchio. There's a slew of them. And you can even get a box set of all the Legacy collections. But this one is The Lady and the Tramp. It celebrates the 60th anniversary of the film. It's a 2-disc collectible edition. Includes over 30 songs featuring the original soundtrack, 3 lost chords, and those are things that didn't make it to the movie or the original soundtracks back in the day. Right. 6 bonus tracks, plus liner notes, which are really fun to read and tell a great story of the film and how they made all the music. And then the illustrations and the original concept art is done by a person called Lorelei Beauvais. And these are kind of very unique covers. I almost wish they were albums because they would be suitable for framing, in my opinion.
Right.
The CD is a little small for framing, but I'm sure you could probably do it, but I would think that if you can go get this in an album, it would be great. There's a site too besides Amazon you can go to. It's called the Disney's Music Emporium, and Greg Abar, who we've had on the show, does a lot of this curating for that website.
Yeah, it's they're amazing pieces, and I do love the little booklets that come with it because it truly does. I mean, it gives you so much of the history and the background, and it's just great. It's something that needs to be in everyone's collection, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Next up on our list is my personal favorite. There's 2 really good, big, compendiums of the Walt Disney story. And this one is Walt Disney, The Triumph of the American Imagination. It's 1432. Walt Disney, a true visionary whose desire for escape, iron determination, and obsessive perfectionism, true that, transformed animation from a novelty to an art form, first with Mickey Mouse and then with his feature films, most notably Snow White, Fantasia, and Bambi. In this biography, Neil Gabler shows us how, over the course of 2 decades, Disney revolutionized the entertainment industry in a way that was unprecedented and later wildly imitated, but never replicated.
Right.
He built a synergistic empire that combined film, television, theme parks, music, book publishing, and merchandise, of all things merchandise. Walt Disney is truly a revelation of both in creative genius, marketing prowess, and just good old down-home entertainment. So pick up this book by Neil Gabler. It's an amazing story. You need to read the story. If you can pick it up on audio through like Audible, that's how I listen to it. It's a big book. Yeah. It's a long story.
Be careful if you get the audiobook. There's a unabridged and abridged. You want the unabridged. That is the complete book. It's a little bit longer and a little bit more expensive, but it's not the watered down version of the book. So just be fair warned. Yeah. Next up is something that me and John both have, and I think we both like. I still kind of play with mine from time to time. It's the Sphero Star Wars BB-8 app-controlled robot for $29.99. So it's a little BB-8. It's a ball, plastic ball with a little BB-8 head on it. It's made from a waterproof polycarbonate shell. It works with your smartphone, so you need to have a phone, an Android or whatever, Apple, and you have to get the app, which is free, and then you can control your little BB-8 with the app. The other thing, too, is they came out with, probably last year, no, maybe the beginning of this year, it was called the Force Band. And it's a band you wear, and then rather than using the app on the phone, you make gestures to control the BB-8.
Yep.
Which is, I don't have the Force Band. I haven't gone that far yet. And it's a pretty quick charge, too. You know, once you run his batteries down, it doesn't take that long to get him charged back up. Now, you can get this on Amazon. You can get it on the Sphero website. Or I will tell you this. If you're a pass holder or DVC person, you can get it at the parks and get your discount and really save some money.
Yeah.
Especially now that pass holders get 20% off of merchandise. That's a pretty good savings for a $129 droid. So.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about something a little later too. It's their next entry, which I am so incredibly excited for. I don't know if I've got the money to buy it, but you know, Tony and I both collect different things. I mean, Tony's really into the sums. Well, he's got a lot of different collections. Yeah. I have a few different things that I collect a little differently from him, but one of the things that we both kind of sort of collect, not a lot. Tony collects, I think, mostly the Toy Story ones, and I collect some of the Marvel ones and maybe a Doctor Who one here or there, but they're the Disney Pops. There's those 3-inch vinyl figures, and one of the best ones to start with is only $8.99, and it's the Mickey Mouse Pop.
Yep.
And they're made by Funko. They're great products. Yes, they can be played with like toys, but at the same time, you know, they're just great conversation pieces, and they're great to collect. And they have different series. Check out the different kinds that they have out there, and you know, go get you one for under $9. You can get a little collectible and start your own collection, and then you can obsess over them like Tony and I do.
Yeah, they're fun. They're cute. They're very cutesy looking. So
yeah,
I like them. Mike. I do have Mickey. I have mostly Pixar, but I do have Mickey. Just because you have to have Mickey.
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't have a Mickey Pop yet, but I'm working on it. I have Groot, I have Rocket, and I have a Tom Baker Doctor Who because, of course, he's the real Doctor.
I have what do I have? I have Buzz, Woody, Carl, and Mickey Mouse.
Wow.
So that's it. I need more. Anyway, next up is also something for your kitchen. It's the Mickey Mouse 2-slice toaster. It's a Mickey character imprint. It's on the toaster. It's extra wide slots with self-centering bread guides and a high-rise toast lift. Adjustable brownie control, obviously. Hinged crumb tray, and also non-skid rubber feet. I believe it's kind of black and red. So if that kind of fits into your kitchen, then go get this toaster. It's $19.99.
Yeah, a lot of the things we're talking about that are Mickey kitchen or houseware stuff is really rocking the black and red collection. So
yeah.
Next up on the list is the waffle maker. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, they do make a Mickey Mouse waffle maker. Yeah. You can make Mickey shaped waffles in the comfort of your own home. I know, it's crazy. But this waffle maker is $22.99, and it makes one 6-inch Mickey Mouse character waffle. It's got an illuminated Mickey power light, a non-stick cooking plate, which is a plate for those non. Yeah. You get a non-skid. We're both saying non-stick.
Yeah.
Non-skid rubber feet, and it's 800 watts, and it's got a 1-year warranty. I feel like I'm on a game show.
Right. And also, both of those I saw in Bed Bath Beyond as well. So if you get that stupid coupon in your mailbox, that's, 3 feet by 3 feet.
Yeah. That's true.
And I will tell you this, too. I think everybody knows this by now, but All the coupons have an expiration date, but they will take the coupon even if it's years past the expiration date. I have a stack of these things that I keep in my glove box because sometimes I wind up at Bed Bath Beyond and I'm like, oh, I left my coupons at home. Now they're in my glove box. I have no excuse. So.
Yeah. Desperate much? We'll take any coupons.
Yeah. Exactly. I'm like, then why put an expiration date? Just put whenever.
Right. Exactly.
All right. The next item is a Disney Mickey and Minnie 70 by 72 inch fabric shower curtain. This is $16.99. I have one from way back when. Mine is old school.
Right.
This is kind of a new updated graphic of Mickey and Minnie, which is really nice. It's on Amazon. We'll have the link. It's easy to clean, machine washable. Fun for the bathroom, microfiber, 100% polyester. So it really kind of jazzes up your bathroom.
Right. We have one. I think it was. I want to say it's from several years back, and it was basically when Walmart came out with their whole Mickey.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And it's basically red. Everything was like red was the base.
Yep, I have the garbage cans.
Yeah, we have the garbage cans, we have the hand towels, we have the full body towels, washcloths, shower curtain, whole 9 yards. And we just moved, and of all the things that we can't find in the garage, the freaking shower curtain.
Wow.
So I think this weekend I'm going to go digging in the garage, try to find it. Yeah. And last but not least, if you are going to buy some things for your house that is Mickey Central, one of the things that I wanted to get on this list was the Mickey Mouse coffee mug and warmer set. So you can't have a ceramic coffee mug with Mickey on it, without having a mug warmer. So this is a Disney Mickey mug warmer with ceramic mug, which keeps hot beverages and soups warm. And it includes a 10-ounce ceramic mug, and it has that matching. It's basically black on black with a red trim, Mickey. It's awesome. It's not that expensive. I didn't get the price. I think it's like under $20, easy. Yeah. I think it's like under $10. To be honest with you.
Is this a USB one or is this a plug-in one?
I did not see. I'm fairly certain that it is a plug-in one.
Yeah, because a lot of them used to be USB.
Right.
And I was always like, how much power could my laptop put out to keep this coffee warm?
I know, right? I don't know if they would need all that much power. If you go in with a hot mug of coffee, it doesn't take that much power to keep something consistently warm, unless you're in the Arctic.
I would think to get the ceramic warm enough to keep the beverage warm, it's got to get pretty hot. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, hang on. Just give me 2 seconds here. This is, let's see. I'm looking right now. The price, by the way, is $11.69.
Okay.
And this is
for a mug and a warmer, $11.69.
Yeah, no kidding.
You can't get a mug at Disney for $11.69.
Yeah, I'm not seeing where it's. I'm trying to find the specs on it where it's. Yeah. Here it is. Yeah, I'm not seeing where it's. Where it's one of those things that it's USB. I mean, it would say USB.
Yeah,
it's not. It's probably. You plug that bad boy into the wall, yo.
Yeah, all right. You're going to get a nice hot cup.
That's right. Your mug's going to be hot or else.
All right, the next one is The Art of Coloring. Disney Villains, 100 images to inspire creativity and relaxation. And this won't be available until December 16th. So if you're listening, you're probably just finding out, yes, it's available now. Quick, go to Amazon. So you can relax and let the creativity flow through you. Whether you're a skilled artist or an everyday dabbler of drawings and doodles, fans of all ages will enjoy these stunning pen and ink illustrations of beautiful landscapes, elaborate patterns, and memorable villains from Disney's hit animated feature films. This lovely package includes a board cover with a double metallic foil stamping. Ooh.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Fancy,
I think this is one in a series.
Wow.
Because I saw other ones, but this one was brand new, and villains are all the rage apparently. So this is pretty cool.
Yeah, nice.
So next is another new book that's coming out, The Walt Disney World That Never Was, a story behind the amazing Imagineering dreams that never came true. It's an alternative Earth type of thing. Walt Disney World guests are taken in the thrills of Thunder Mesa, braving the beastly kingdom, marveling at Villain's Mountain, and staying the night at Disney's Persian Resort. So this is kind of the guidebook to the theme park pieces that Disney never built. We've all heard the stories that there were supposed to be 2 other resorts on the monorail loop.
That's right.
And we didn't get them because the land wasn't suitable to hold. Like, they could have built the resort and they would have sunk into the ground.
Right.
So that's why there's only 3 resorts and not 4 or 5. So this tells the story of those things. And it's funny because Thunder Mesa is an idea. Like, Disney never throws away an idea. It's just shelved.
Right.
Thunder Mesa is what they call that whole area at Disneyland Paris.
Right. Yep.
So worth a read.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Tony Baxter at Destination D was telling us some of the stuff that never was at Disney World. It's always fun and kind of amazing. You're like, really? That was a great idea? It sounds like it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's necessary whether it's a great idea or not. I think it's whether it's something that's feasible.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. It probably, certain risk in certain things. So.
Yeah, absolutely. I get that. This is the one I've been waiting for.
All right. This is the one, baby. You ready?
This is it. This is the biggie.
The Star Wars Force Awakens You Command Remote Control AT-AT for $179. Control one of the Galactic Empire's most formidable vehicles with the Star Wars AT-AT You Command with remote. The fully functional AT-AT walks forward, backwards, left, and right at your command. You can pre-program the AT-AT with over 1,000 action combinations using the 10 buttons on the dual joystick. The infrared controller, the 10.5-inch tall AT-AT features authentic details like a turning headlights, sounds, and firing action. You can command in all directions. It stands 10.5 inches tall. His head turns. It lights up. Awesome firing action with lights and sound effects. Dual joysticks.
Yeah.
I'm hoping they sell this in the park because then we can get our 20% discount on this little baby because it's $179 is a little steep for a toy.
Yeah, I saw.
What's he made of? It doesn't say what he's made of though. Is it plastic or metal?
The one that I saw, they used a printer and printed out the parts. So I'm sure it's probably plastic or metal, some type of real rigid plastic or light metal. But I mean, I just saw it. It was amazing.
Wow.
So I'm like, why have I not seen this before? Maybe it's been out. It says it's Force
Awakens. How are
Awakens.
they making the AT-AT go sideways, left and right?
Well, I mean, I don't know.
I mean, the AT-AT, kind of only had legs that went in the forward position.
Yep. And just as an aside here, the AT-ATs are prominent in the new Star Wars movie coming out, and I'm really sick and tired of everybody trying to change the name of the AT-AT. Disney is officially trying to name it to the AT-ATs.
No.
I know.
No.
Yeah, you listen. Go listen around to some of the different things.
You start doing that, we're going to start calling him Mortimer Mouse. Come on. That's stupid.
Hey, everybody, it's Mickey. No, your name's Mortimer.
Hey, no, it's Mortimer.
That's right.
And
it's Mortimer
I'm
Mouse.
Miniver.
That's right. That's right.
Come on, you can't change Come on.
Yeah, no crap.
Listen, they should have to go back to George Lucas and say, hey, listen, do you mind if we change this? Because everybody thinks we're printing this incorrectly.
Right. Exactly. No kidding. The next thing I found, and I'm a nerd, and we've talked a lot of Disney, we've talked a little bit of Star Wars, and the last 2 things are Marvel based, actually. And I found a Marvel trivia box game set. It's $9.99. It has hundreds of questions based on your favorite Marvel characters. The box also includes 20 collectible character cards. If you're hanging out and you want to have some fun, grab a handful of these Marvel trivia cards, and you can try to trick your friends. You can find out about one of the most amazing, eclectic, imaginative worlds, the Marvel Universe. And I'm not just talking about the Avengers. I'm not just talking about the Inhumans. I'm talking about all of it. So, you've got everything from Spider-Man and, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. all the way through to like Inhumans, X-Men, the whole gambit. It's a cool little thing. So for under $10, you get a great Christmas gift.
Is it like a Trivia Pursuit game, or is it just cards and questions?
It's just, let's see, it's just a card game. So I'm assuming there's probably ways you can rack up points. I'm not really seeing. Literally, it's just a box.
Wow.
So I think it's just. I think you're playing. Maybe there's a description on how you actually quote unquote play the game.
Yeah, maybe.
But dude, you could come up with your own rules. If you're standing in line, you have a whole bunch of these cards. You can,
or just get a Trivia Pursuit board and start playing with that.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. All right, next up and last Marvel item is the Marvel Absolutely Everything You Need to Know book. It's Marvel's Absolutely Everything You Need to Know is packed with fun facts, bizarre but true tales, and quirky insights into everyone's favorite Marvel comic characters, including the Avengers, Spider-Man, and Daredevil. And that's $15.13. So it's everything you wanted to know about Marvel, but we're afraid to ask. That's what they should have named this.
Yeah, absolutely. I've got the DC version of this, actually. Because I grew up more of a DC person. And it's a huge book. And when I was doing some research on this book actually has like, how many pages is this book? I mean, it's a big book. Hang on. It's 240 pages.
Yeah.
And it's very colorful. It's it's comic book based. So it looks like a comic book. Like it talks about the some of the viruses, the chemicals, the radiation, the pollutants, and the alien things that transmuted people into villains or made superheroes. It talks about the Vision and goes into some of his backstory, little things like that. It talks about how Doc Ock became Dr. Octopus. So I mean it's one of those things where you can really dig in, and if you're really into the comics and you're watching like an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or maybe you're watching like a Luke Cage and you hear all these names like Black Mariah or Kingpin, who are these people? You can actually go look up who these characters are, and you can learn more about them while you're watching the TV show. So it's kind of one of those things. If you're a Marvel fan, you have to have it. I
think so.
Yep. Am I next?
You're next.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, so the next several things are more little things, maybe more stocking stuffer kind of things. The first one is something that if you're not already, if you have someone in your family that's not already, you really needed to be getting on this, because everyone needs to have a subscription to D23, the official Disney fan club. Now, you could do a free subscription, and that could be a big deal, I guess. But subscriptions are only like, $75 for a year. And that gives you 4 quarterly magazines, plus all sorts of different access to different events throughout the year. It truly is one of those things that's worth it if you're a Disney fan. If you're on the West Coast, this is a must-have.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, this is we get several things here, but if you're on the West Coast, there's stuff happening all the time. Plus, this also gives you access to sometimes one-of-a-kind D23 only available merchandise and merchandise events. So,
right. It also, if you're a gold member now or above, well, I think it's just gold member, the site has become gated. So You now need to sign in with your gold member stuff, and that gives you access to a lot more content
Right.
that is not available to the free D23 people. So that's another benefit as well. I like my subscription. Listen, I complain about it because I often ask myself, what the hell do I get besides 4 magazines?
Right.
Because every event I have to go to, I have to pay. So, what does a subscription to D23 really get me? It's 4 magazines a year, and the chance to go to other events that I have to pay for.
Correct. That you get to pay for.
Yes, that I get to pay for.
But still, the magazines in and of themselves, totally worth it.
Yeah, and like I said, all of mine are unopened, sealed in their little plastic bags. I usually go someplace to read them, not my own. I'll go to the bookstore. I'll read them in the parks or wherever.
Go to a friend's house.
Go to a friend's house if they're willing to keep theirs open and on the coffee table. But mine are sealed. And I am a charter member, so I have from edition 1 to the last one. So.
Right.
All right, next up is Disney gift cards. They come in all different kinds. You know, every character known to man, every holiday celebration. There's actually a site, I think it's DisneyGiftCards.com. And you can purchase them online, and they'll send them to you, and they are just like any other gift card. Sometimes, and I don't know if Costco is doing it this year, you can sometimes get like 2 Disney gift cards that are $100. So it's 2 $50 gift cards. Sometimes they do it for $75 or $80. They do it for a discounted price. So go check your Costco or even your BJ's and see if they have Disney gift cards at a discounted price. I know also somebody was telling me, Casey, no, the girl that was on the show, you can get your Disney gift card sometimes through Target using your red card at a discounted price as well.
Right. Wow.
So check into that as well. But that's a great gift because if you don't know what to get them, a Disney gift card is the perfect gift.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, if you have somebody in your family that is a Disney fan and may not have the ability to get either an annual pass or, can't really afford an exuberant amount of park tickets and they're coming down to Disney, you can get them theme park tickets. You can buy them tickets to the Disney parks.
Yep.
And that's a great gift. It's a super great stocking stuffer. It's a great gift to wrap up too. But if you've got friends or family coming down, maybe you want to buy them a day at the Magic Kingdom, or you buy a theme park and just have a day of fun. And if you wanted to chip in to get the Parkhopper option, they could do a couple of parks at once. So buying park tickets is really not a bad idea. Maybe if you're planning on a vacation and you can kind of hint around to your friends and family, hey, if you're going to buy us anything for, Christmas, we're planning a Disney vacation. We would love theme park tickets as gifts.
Yeah, it's a great gift. I think a great gift to grandkids.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because usually mom and dad cannot afford, and even if they can afford, it is becoming very expensive to come to Disney. So giving your grandkids park tickets because they're going is a great thing to do.
Right. Absolutely.
Next up is Disney watches. I had to stop myself. I am a watchaholic. Hi, I'm Tony. I'm a watchaholic.
Hi, Tony.
I have several. I won't get into it, but I have several watches. So Disney watches are a great thing to get people. I know less and less people are wearing watches these days because their phones are their watches. Whenever you ask somebody what time it is, they don't look at their wrist anymore. They pull out their phone.
Right.
There's still watches out there. I even have a Disney pocket watch. It's got Mickey the engineer on it. It's got a train on it. And then when you open it up and there's enough light, it'll actually play a choo-choo sound. Go, woo, 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 woo. So it's a very cool pocket watch. I usually only wear it special occasions. I think last New Year's Eve I wore it. It's a fun thing to have. I kind of like it. But there are plenty of watches out there in all kinds of styles, made from all kinds of watch makers. You can get them from the Disney Store. You can get them from the Shop Disney Parks app or My Disney Experience app. Click on Buy Merchandise. You can get them from there. But you can get them anywhere. There's plenty of Mickey watches. Target sells them. Walmart sells them. You can get a watch anywhere.
Right, and it's a gift steeped in tradition. One of the first merchandising pieces that Disney licensed was a Mickey Mouse watch.
Yep. Ingersoll watch. Mm-hmm.
Yep. So the next thing is kind of a recent thing, and I know Tony's really big on it. I've got friends who are big on it. Vans Shoes has a line of Disney shoes, and they're always coming out with new designs. So you definitely want to go check out the Vans store. They have a great website. You probably want to, as soon as they pop up on the website, order them, because they have a tendency to sell out and disappear off the racks really fast.
Oh yeah.
Very
quickly. The Buzz Lightyear shoes are still gone. I don't even know if they're coming back at this point. I really don't.
I'm sure they'll come back.
But I have not seen them. I have the Mickey Mouse ones, and I have the Star Wars Van shoes. I love them. Hey, I live in Florida, so socks, no socks, shoes, flip flops, whatever.
Yep, that's what we do.
Kind of perfect thing. The other thing I have a lot of. Hi, I'm Tony. I have a lot of Disney coffee mugs.
No crap. I've seen them, kids. You wouldn't believe it.
There's only a handful I actually use. All the rest are just for decoration, I guess you would call it.
Yeah.
There is a coffee mug in every size for every character. They have big ones, small ones, teacups, for every character known to man. And if you can't find a mug suitable for a friend of yours, shame on you, because there's a gazillion.
Shame.
Yeah, I think they even have now Disney coffee too.
Wow.
I think I saw at Disney Springs in the pantry store over by Earl Sandwich.
Yeah.
If you get the mug big enough too, you can use it for soup. That's another good use of the mug.
That's right.
Big hot chocolate with a lot of little mini marshmallows. So.
Pens, pencils. I have a mug that I keep all pens and pencils in.
Yeah.
It's not a Disney mug, but it's a mug nonetheless.
Right. Well, there you go. See?
You remember the Police, the band The Police?
Sure.
It's an old Police mug.
Wow.
Yeah, old school. No school like the old school kids.
Wow.
The other thing is there's a lot of these. In fact, Sarah and I collect these from, the Hallmark store. But it doesn't have to be Hallmark. There's a ton of them out there in different versions, different characters, different types of them. They're Disney Christmas ornaments or Disney decorations during the holiday season. What better gift to give than a Disney-themed holiday gift that your loved ones are going to unpack every year and put out in a very special place. And they're price ranged low to high. You can spend as little or as much as you want to, and they're just great. There's ornaments that are always available at the theme parks. There's the Christmas store at Disney Springs. But then you go to places like the Hallmark store throughout the year.
Walmart's got a few.
Walmart's got a few. Lowe's, Home Depot, when they have their holiday things out, there's always holiday things there too. Plus, it's, 'tis the season for the inflatables. And God knows every year there's a new Disney inflatable. So anything like that is always a great gift. It doesn't have to be super expensive. And it's always good if you know me, the perfect gift, Tony, and I'm not telling you this, I want you to give me a gift, but if you know me, what is the perfect character that you would get me for Christmas?
Stitch.
Right. And for some people it's a princess. And if I were to get you, Tony, I would try to find you a Buzz Lightyear or some type of Toy Story, because that's your thing.
Right.
So it could be extremely personal, it can be extremely fun and cool, and it's something that will last a lifetime and could be handed down to generations.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. I gave away all my Christmas ornaments. I don't put up a Christmas tree. I'm not here. It seemed senseless to put up a tree if I wasn't going to be here.
Right.
So, I gave all my Christmas ornaments away. I was in this ornament of the month club.
Right.
But I think I gave you some too. So.
You did. We got a few.
Yep.
And I don't want to jump your thunder, but I probably know more about this last.
You should talk about this next one.
Yeah. One of the things that you can do, and is really relatively inexpensive, if you know that you have a Marvel fan, and they have lots of subscription services for different things. But if you know that you have a Marvel comic book fan, one of the greatest gifts that you can give them is called Marvel Unlimited. And basically, it is a paid subscription service that gives you access to thousands, and I mean literally thousands of Marvel comic books, from all the way back to the origins of Spider-Man when Stan Lee was writing him and Jack Kirby was drawing the Hulk back when the Hulk was gray. For those of you who didn't know, the Hulk started out as gray.
Wow.
All the way up to, the new Haunted Mansion, Disney Kingdoms tie-ins to the new incarnations of the different, like the Guardians of the Galaxy is really popular now. There's Star-Lord and Groot and Drax. Each main character has offshoot comics, and there's Star Wars comics as well. Gosh, I read a ton of those, but I probably read 50, 60 different titles. And I know that sounds crazy, but if I were to buy those comic books back in the day, I would have a pull box in a comic book store, and I would spend probably $30-$40 a pop once or twice a month. I mean, I was spending ridiculous amounts of money in comic book stores.
Yeah.
This allows me to read all the comic books, and if I want to, I can click a button and boom, I can order it if I really, really want it. But yeah, I can read, I can keep up with storylines, and I can have my own collections built in. It's just a great thing. This is not like a collection service. You're not actually getting the physical comic books, but you're able to read it on your tablet, your iPad, and they've got a really cool little feature where you don't have to read the comic full page. You can read it in such a way that it actually almost animation. As you touch the screen, it moves through the comic for you, so you can kind of read it. It's really cool. So I'm a big fan. It's called Marvel Unlimited. You can do a month to month. I think it's like $11, or you could pay for a year in advance, which is somewhere in the neighborhood of $90. But if you get it lucky, they do different offers throughout the year. I got my yearly subscription for like $60.
Wow.
And it's awesome. This is not, we mentioned different loot boxes, and Disney's got them and Marvel's got them and Star Wars has them. But this is really cool because this keeps you in the stories that we all love. That's why we're comic book fans, because we love reading the comic books. So Marvel Unlimited, go grab you that and give that out as a gift.
Oh, very cool. All right, so what we'll do is we will post this in a blog entry on DisneyParksPodcast.com as a PDF, where you can download this and check it out. And hey, if you have suggestions to other people, leave a comment on the blog post on some things that you're giving as Disney gifts.
Yep.
And then people can, if you want, share a link to where you got it, and then people can, follow along. So I think that'll be cool. Maybe we'll also post it on Facebook too, John.
Post a link to the PDF, you mean?
Yeah, we can do that.
What do you mean?
Yeah, we could either put the PDF or a link to the PDF, either one.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, totally. You can do that.
So people can follow along on Facebook as well. So, all right, anything else we want to... Maybe we should say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Yeah, this is the last show for the year.
Yeah, kind of, sort of.
So I guess, Disney Parks Podcast has taken the next week or so off. We're going to come back the week of the 2nd, right, of January. That's when we're coming back, yep. January 2nd. Mm-hmm. So we're going to take the next several days off. First of all, I will say on behalf of myself and Parkhopper Sid and WDW Parkhoppers, thank you so much. You've allowed us to have an amazing year. Thank you to Tony for all the hard work and diligence. You have no idea how hard he works behind the scenes. And I just want to say that I hope that you guys have a prosperous, extremely awesome Disney pixie dust filled 2017. And I look forward to what we're going to do together here at the Disney Parks Podcast.
Yeah, I agree with everything John said. I want to thank everybody too. This is not, it's just not me. John does probably just as much hard work as I do. So I want to thank John as well. But I want to thank all the listeners for hanging with us all year and making sure that, you kept us on our toes. We're going to try and do the live shows as much as we can. We've had some technical issues. But we'll try and go back. Maybe we should do one live and one not live. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out and see. See what we can do. We don't want to put out something crummy either. And you don't want to watch us if you can't watch us. So
right, absolutely.
Yeah, we'll have to figure that out. Also, don't forget that we're going to float a survey out there. I'm going to be giving away some interesting things. For people that respond to the survey. I have 2 Disney by the Number T-shirts that I'm going to give away that you cannot get. One is a Buzz Lightyear, and one is the Halloween shirt, the Headless Horseman.
Oh, nice.
I also have, what is her name? Elena of Avalor? Is that her name? I think that's right.
Elena of Avalor, yep.
Yep, I have that, and I have some pins. So it'll be a cute little prize package that I'll give away to some lucky person that completes our laborious survey. So
you say that as if it's a lot of work. As long as it's not 745 pages, I think we should be okay.
You may have to take a potty break while you're doing it. We're just kidding. We're just kidding.
Yeah.
No, but it does help us, decide what we're going to do for the next year. So,
yep.
All the info we collect is secret. We don't sell it, pawn it off, or trade it for horses. So it's safe with us.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, that's it. As we'd like to say around here, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and see you in the parks.
The Disney Parks Podcast is not affiliated with the Walt Disney Company. All Disney parks, attractions, lands, shows, event names, etc. are registered trademarks of the Walt Disney Company.
Like a bolt out of the blue, fate steps in and sees you through.